I managed to do my 5 rounds. Even though I still feel like shit. That's better than at the beginning of the week. And what's funny is at the end of the first 2 months, well, I've done that for 2 months straight, doing my 10 rounds and so on. My VO2 max was actually at 54. So it's quite high. That's not insane, but that's relatively high. And so it started dropping like 2 weeks ago, 53, and now I think this week it started dropping even more to 52. And so that's because my fitness level started dropping just after like a month of not doing it. That's insane. So that was the main reason why at the beginning of the week it was kind of difficult. But as I'm getting back to it, and next week probably I'm going to try, I don't know if I'm going to try the 10 rounds, but at least we'll see. And probably my VO2 max is going to get back up. I'm going to get my fitness level back. I'm not that far off anyway. The fact that I'm able to do from the get-go 5 rounds, where you remember when we started, actually only doing 1 or 2 rounds was already awful. So here I'm still able to do the 5 rounds. Honestly, I think if I really wanted, I could push the 10 rounds, but as I said, that's the first week, so we get started very gently here. So, moving on here, I already set the bar here on the safeties, somewhere around, like just below my knee here. And here we are going to do heavy partial. And I believe the bar is slightly lower than when it was last week when we did the partials. So we'll see if I can actually, but last time I did it, I was really tired and so on, so I still managed to do 220. But here I want to see if with the right height, and I believe that's the right height just below my knee, if I can manage to do the 220. So we'll see, I need to put the belt for that. Anyway, I'm going to start putting on the weight and we're going to warm up. No need for the strap at the moment. 100 is pretty easy. Next step, 140. Yes, we put on the strap. Okay, we're to 140. So 140, putting the straps on. And actually, I've been thinking about something here. Here that doesn't really apply, I would say, because I already do partials, I don't do elastic band. But I've been thinking that you remember last time where I did the partial here for the first time with the deadlift, and then just after that, I went on and do a normal deadlift and hit my PR. And what I realized is partial don't really fatigue you. It definitely prime your nervous system for lifting very heavy. And so I'm thinking that maybe on the bench and the squat with the elastic bands, because see, the goal is not to gain strength with the elastic band. The goal is to gain strength without the elastic band. And so I was doing the elastic band because it allowed me to lift heavier at the top. And kind of helped me with the dynamic, and it definitely helped build the strength on my core lift. But now the problem with partial, it doesn't really transfer that much because the issue with normal lift is the bottom. And so, what I'm saying is, if I do partials, I don't know. Because if I get stronger with elastic band, I will definitely get stronger with the normal lift. But the way I'm doing it until now is I do kind of elastic band first, then partial at the end. So, but I don't really feel any the real work, let's say. But maybe doing it the opposite. I'm like for instance for the squat, if I move up to 180, do just my 1 rep warm up like usual, and then I do want to do the partial first, to really activate my nervous system to lifting very heavy, and then I come back down to 180 and even 190 maybe. I don't know. That's just a food for thought here, because I don't know. It's just that I'm kind of scary that I'm not going to be able to increase the weight, to make the gains that I want without the time frame that I want. And so I try to figure out solution, but maybe I just need to kind of trust the process and see where it brings me. Anyway, let's do that. 140 shouldn't be that hard. Okay, moving on to 180 and then 180, 180, 200, 210, 220, something like that, I think. You stay there. Okay, 180, let's go. I forgot my belt. Anyway, let's move on. No, let's do it one more time with the belt on. Actually, after talking out loud with you, I just realized I need to trust the process. And sometimes I think we overthink things because we want to progress faster, but sometimes doing so we actually progress less fast. So based on what I know last time, when I did the 10 rounds, taking creatine, protein, and I was on calorie deficit. Despite the calorie deficit, I was able to keep increasing my strength. So, and I wasn't really pushing with the strength exercise. I was just doing them just to maintain, and my strength level keep increasing, even though I wasn't really trying that hard. So probably, so maybe I kind of hit a sweet spot here. Meaning, if I start working too hard with heavy stuff, then it takes very long time for me to recover, and sometimes I'm not able to recover for the next session, and so then I'm not able to create overload. So, and maybe here thinking that I need to do more is the issue. I know we are often in the idea that we should always work harder, but sometimes harder is not the solution. What's hard is being consistent. Keep doing the same thing over and over, and so maybe I'm just it. I have my routine. I need to make sure I take my creatine, my protein, and just keep going. And if for an entire mesocycle I see that okay, I'm not able to make gain anymore, well, here I might think that I need to reevaluate the way I do things, tweaking things here and there, but very little things, I start being into some weights that are already pretty decent, so I probably don't need to make huge changing in order to keep making progress. So that's mainly what I'm thinking. So I think the idea of partial, for now, I'm going to put that away, because definitively what I felt this week is it just generated me so much fatigue that was just insane. What I will do though is maybe do more sets, try to increase the reps a little to get more comfortable, because there is also, I think the biggest deal that I need to face is more the fact that I'm not comfortable with those heavy weights. I'm scared to hurt myself and so on. So I think there is a very big issue here that I need to fix, is finding a way to get more comfortable with those weights and let my body adapt with creatine, protein, good sleep might be enough for me to just get the recovery I need to get stronger over time. But the thing that can prevent me from going hard is actually first of all, doing too much, and being scared of the weight. So I believe I should do not less, but as the same deal as I was doing until now, with the warm-up to activate all muscle fibers. I think that's a key important aspect. And being rested enough, not doing too much, will allow me to get at each session really fresh and really ready to crush it. And since I will have all my nutrients and so on, probably I will be in a wild place. That's just about trusting the process at this point, I think. So this is exactly what I'm going to do here. But from now on, I have kind of my deadlift, because until now I wasn't having my deadlift stuff. Anyway. Okay. And the key last time was, if it felt easy, I overload. If it doesn't, I do more. Okay. Felt somewhat easy, so I do more. So I increase the weight. I think it's the only thing that I need to remember. As long as the overload, you can do two things. You either increase the weight or increase the reps. And or the sets as well. So for now, increase the weight. Let's go. 200. I'm not an expert in putting belt on, but I kind of believe that if it's not completely uncomfortable when you put it on, here it's hurting so much. It's not tight enough. Okay. Okay. And that's slightly lower than last time, so it's a little bit more difficult as well. But I believe I can make it. Moving on to 210, and we'll see how it goes. I didn't eat before coming because I want to go and go do a restaurant just after. But so basically my last meal. What time is it? 7:04, almost. No, it's almost 8. So I believe I ate my lunch at, what time was it? 1 p.m. So 8. It's been 7 hours already, and I haven't eaten anything. And no, I still have it. Yes, I've eaten some snacks, so I think that's okay. But definitely, I start feeling amazing at the moment. At the beginning, I was really after the 5 round and so on. I mean, the 5 rounds got this thing, but here I start feeling amazing. So because the fatigue of the 5 rounds start dropping, I don't know. But definitely, I think that eating just before coming to the gym, golf is different, but coming to the gym might not be a good thing. So, what I'm going to do, and actually that was what I was thinking about, because when I was doing also that's a parameter, I need to kind of stick to the same parameters that I was doing before. Last time, during the first 2 months, we were doing kind of I was doing the first training session at the gym between 3 and 5 p.m. And then after, during the evening, I was going to the practice range with balls. Here, since I'm only training either gym or the golf, I don't have that because I don't have time. I need to work on my business. But what I can do is actually coming here at 3, like I was doing before, 3 to maybe a little earlier than 3. Basically, I just do my workout during the afternoon, and then I work on my business in the evening. And I think that's going to be much better because it's. I will allow myself to kind of, because generally today I was kind of late, but generally more about at 12. I eat at 12, and so I leave enough time for me to digest, and then my body is I've digested everything and is optimal for high performance. And I think that was also a big component of me being able to make gain, because I was each time coming to the session absolutely ready to kill it. So that's something also I need to consider, to not mix parameters too much. If I found something that worked, I need to stick to it, and so that's both nutrition, timing, and the way I program the workouts. It's all of it, and so that was all the sweet spot. So I think I'm going to stick to that from now. Also, it's going to allow me to sleep better because doing workout a lot sooner in the day allow me to kind of relax more and then go to sleep a lot more deeper. But I need to see if that affects too much or not my kind of work as for my business. If it does, unfortunately, I might, because at the moment I really need to work on my business and start getting customers and so on. So if it doesn't, if it affects me too much, I might have to just get, even if that's suboptimal, get I don't know, we'll see. Did I put, yes, so 210, let's go.
Vous avez besoin de conseils pour atteindre vos objectifs. Notre coach sportif est à votre disposition. Guidant, programme sportif, sur mesure, conseils de nutrition.
Ok. Okay, 220 is going to be hard, definitely, but I still want to try. I don't know, that's maybe because I feel amazing, but I want to try 220. Anyway, let's move on. I don't know what's the deal, but I'm awfully excited. Maybe I'm going to fail it, I don't know, but at least I want to try so bad. Okay. 220, let's go. That's definitively way harder than last time. Last time was kind of at my knee, and here I'm below my knee. That makes like all the difference. And I managed to do it. I'm not going to try again. That's enough. Well, I don't know. Yeah, I'm kind of excited. I don't know, maybe that's because, you see, that might be something as simple as the fact that I realized that I didn't need to push myself that hard. And just chill and let the process do. And maybe that kind of I've relieved a lot of tension in my subconscious, because I was kind of saying, okay, I need to eat those numbers, and so it created a lot of tension subconsciously, and so that burned a lot of energy. And so just relieving myself maybe from that, I don't know, honestly, that's just guesswork here, but maybe that's the case. That's the case that relieving myself from the pressure of actually performing, just doing the same things that worked last time, and just not trying to get in the way, let the process work itself. Maybe it could be a good thing. Anyway, on to the bench. So yeah, simple. Move on to 2 plate, 100 kilo to 25, I believe, in pound. Progressively, no need to rush. And then I try, because my best is 110, and I think I can get it. So I would try to kind of do 2 or 3 reps at 100, and then move on to 110. Just do a few reps here. As I said, since this is the first week, getting back to it, just validate, get more comfortable with it. But maybe I'm going to do that as well. Get more. Try to do 2 or 3. I mean, maybe that's also that. I need to kind of push a little, kind of try to go, let's say 3 or 4 sets. Maybe even if it's 1 reps, it's just accumulating more reps, actually. So let's get to it. You know, the safety are too low, but I'm going to raise them just after. Actually, I saw a video where the guy was saying that you need to not set the bar, when you get under the bar, not getting just above your eyes, because it's too high, getting almost just below your chin, And I was wondering actually where was me, and that's not that bad. I'm about to my mouth, so that's not insane, but that's okay. Move the safety up. Maybe they're too high, so I'm going to test that anyway. But we're going to 80, and then I think I'm going to move directly to 100. 100 is not that hard anymore, so I think it's going to be okay. So is it so height? Okay, yeah, perfectly. Okay. Okay. Also, I realized something because the heavier I start getting, the more I'm going to have to focus on my technique and make sure it's right. And I think there might be something where I'm kind of having my wrist too cocked here. I need to kind of get the angle of my wrist more straight. And maybe that's why when I started doing the very heavy partials last time, I started experiencing pain here. Maybe my wrists are too like this, and the weight gets directly into my palm, which and the bounce of my palm, and so that causes a lot of pain. So maybe that's just because I need my wrist to kind of be a little more upright here. And I don't know. That's something I need to test. But let's not make some tests right now. Just get that 100 done, and move on to 110. That's a shitty one. Let's do it again. I got a little carry away here. Let's do it again. So I know what happened. And that's something that's funny because I don't take the weight seriously, and so I just do the reps like whatever. And I still have 100 on the bar, so I need to be a little focused here. So let's try to focus. Okay. Yeah, I mean, yeah, it's just if I'm not explosive anymore, I kind of struggle. It's outside of my pattern, so I need to really kind of explode. And for me, I don't know. Maybe I need to work again because my pattern has become so explosive with all move. Maybe, I don't know if that's an issue or not, but definitely when I start struggling with the reps, I feel that I'm not going to be able to get it. I don't know, that's weird. There is something here I need to figure out. I don't know if that's because, yeah, maybe the fact that I'm really explosive at the bottom. Because if what I tried, it kind of slowly builds that up. I mean, that's also not respecting the weight. Let's do it again. And maybe there is something else. Maybe I just gave too much with the partial deadlift. Anyway, let's try to do it right here. Motive. Respect the weight and go for it. Oh, pattern. Oh my god. I mean, that's just a pattern. I went out of balance here. I don't know what's happening. I'm not good today with the bench. Anyway. I think I warmed up again enough. Let's try 110. If I fail, I fail. You know what? You know the deal. So the key to get that one is going to be the pattern, because it seems that when I'm pushing away instead of towards the rack. So I really need to explosively push towards the rack instead. And if I don't struggle with unbalance, maybe I can make it. And if I don't pass it, that's okay. As usual, we do our best and see how that goes. Nope, not even close. Yeah, I think I gave too much on the deadlift. My arm was shaking. And also, yeah, now I realize I was able to doing it before because I kind of got. I wasn't. I wasn't doing a lot of work in between. I was doing 3 days a week, but I was each day I was going to the golf, but I was kind of chill. Here yesterday I did kind of 150 balls on the practice range, so pretty much insane. And I've been going really hard. So I think all of that cumulative, and also it's been a week since I've tried 110, so that may be why as well. Anyway, we'll get back to it at some point. Let's unrack the weight and move on to hypertrophy. I believe today is leg and abs. Yeah, legs and abs. So let's do that. Yeah. I like this torture machine. I think for abs it's pretty insane. But it's been a while since I've done it, so I don't know how much I can put on it, to be honest. Let's just, you know what, let's put 20 and see how that goes. I think 20 should be fine. Oh yeah, I think I can do 2 plates. We'll see. I have no idea. But remember, that's hypertrophy work, so the goal is to make between 8 and 15 reps. Let's see if I can make that. Okay. Yeah, definitely. And what I like about this one is you can do the obliques as well. So, something like that. Okay. Do just one round of that, and then we move on to the other machines. I start starving a little. I think that's maybe also that I'm running out of food. So that's why I say probably the timing that I was doing before is right. Between 3 p.m. and 5 or 6 p.m. max. Because the lunch is already far away. It's not too far to the point where I run out of energy. And I think this is what happened now, is I'm running out of energy. That might be why I failed the bench, probably. It doesn't take much. When you're really close to your limit, it doesn't take much to fail. Anyway, let's do it again. 5 8. Okay, last one, and we'll move on. Okay. Moving on. Legs. So, next up is legs. We are going to hammer those hamstrings, because hamstring is kind of a weak point for me, I believe. I'm not sure about that, but I believe it is. So I kind of need to work, especially the right one. I believe it's kind of really weak. Let's start with what I got here and see how that goes. Oh yes, the right one is definitely shitty as fuck. Oh, fuck it. Okay, I'm going to increase the weight, but the right one, wow, I feel absolutely terrible. Wow. So put on that 40 kg. We'll see how that goes, but yeah, I'm seeing definitively shitty as fuck. And maybe as well, I'm just thinking about it. But maybe they took already a little bit of beating with the heavy partial. Maybe why. Anyway, let's do one more and then move on to leg extension for the quad. And that will be it. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay, moving on. Let's start small with 30. I don't know. So I need to kind of set up the thing here. I don't have long legs. There's something. Oh yeah. I don't use it very often, to be honest. But so okay, this is like way too high. Okay, should be fine now. Maybe higher again. Not there yet. Okay, now it should be good. Yes, here we go. Okay. Whew. Accessory leg exercise. You're too far away. I'm going to let it run. I mean, that was 30. Let's do a 40 to see. But I think it's going to be enough. I mean, I've done already two times squat during the week, and then that I'm fine. I'm going to be fine. Ça va?
Ça va.
Ça vient tard, dis donc.
Bah oui, écoute. T'es pas vu en arrière ici?
Bah, je suis dans mon petit coin là. Allez, vous verrez. Okay, that's it. Let's get back on. Eat some stuff. Actually, let's do a restaurant. I want to do a restaurant this evening. So I'm going to do that. Thanks for watching. See you tomorrow. Bye.